Than 30 unauthorized drones were spotted above last week's Seahawks Super Bowl parade and celebration despite federal air restrictions. At least one pilot could face charges. Good evening, I'm Preston Phillips.
And I'm Molly Shen. The incidents come amidst heightened concerns surrounding the upcoming World Cup in Seattle. KOMO senior reporter Chris Daniels has been following the technology and the defense systems and joins us now live from Lumen Field with more. Chris?
Yeah, Molly and Preston, KOMO News applied for and was granted a waiver by the Federal Aviation Administration to fly one of these over the championship parade. No other waivers were granted, thus making it illegal to fly over the parade and opening the door for pilots to face federal and state charges as this issue comes into focus before the World Cup here. With hundreds of thousands of people in the streets, the Federal Aviation Administration put restrictions in the air. But that did not stop at least 30 different pilots from putting a drone in the sky. KOMO News captured video of 2 different drones flying over the crowd in violation of the FAA edict, a potential federal crime.
I'm just worried that it's just a matter of time. It's really kind of a win, not if situation that the United States deals with a widespread weaponized attack drone situation.
Major General Jen Welsh leads the Washington National Guard and has been calling for stricter oversight in advance of this summer's World Cup, given how drones have been militarized in war zones.
Picture the port of Seattle. A lot of container traffic going in and out of the port. What would happen one day if one of those containers were to open up in a similar way, drones fly up and either attack folks in the nearby stadiums at a game, or even worse, go up and over the hill and go to SeaTac.
All right, Chris, you got to keep that airspace clear.
Local authorities acknowledge they're using these kind of monitoring systems that we told you about last fall.
Drone Defender.
And it allowed them to pinpoint pilots during the parade. The King County Sheriff's Department says a ground intercept team in place since last year's Mariners playoff games contacted 8 pilots as the Seahawks celebrated, and 7 of them stopped flights, but the other did not. The U.S. Justice Department recently criminally charged a Bay Area man with flying a drone at a November 49ers game at Levi's Stadium, likely attempting to set a benchmark for anyone who thinks of doing the same over any sporting event in the future. I'm told the King County Sheriff's Office is using their Guardian 1 helicopter to track some of these drones in flight. The Trump administration and Congress, in a bipartisan effort, approved $500 million to the World Cup cities, the 11 cities across the United States that will be hosting games in order to boost their drone defenses. Molly and Preston.
Oh, Chris, what kind of penalties are we talking about here for violating airspace during the parade?
Well, we know that in that San Francisco case, that man is set to be arraigned next week on the federal charges. He could face up to a year in jail and a $100,000 penalty if he is convicted. As far as here in King County, I am told by the Sheriff's Office they have forwarded those reckless endangerment charges to the King County Prosecutor's Office as federal authorities continue to investigate also potential for filing charges there. The FAA is telling us tonight that they expect to have a temporary flight restriction in place for more than a month, not only here in Seattle, but those 10 other cities while the World Cup events play out.
All right, Chris, thank you.